Alright guys, I'm back with another recommendation for a TV show you should watch. This is a show that I have been obsessed with for recently. Although I find it impossible to find anyone who had, well actually I used to have a major obsession with it. I've been kind of like on a hiatus, I guess you can say. Oh, I see you're up on your feet, Scrappy. Say hi to my viewers, Scrappy. Yay, you're so cute. Oh, you're licking yourself. Okay. Actually, I want to show you another cat. I gotta operate this camera myself. I suck at it. Oh, there's Sammy. Hey, another tabby. I have another cat. I forgot the breed of it. I swear I knew what it was. Name's Jersey. Don't know where she is at this point. But I might show you a video of it later and post it on YouTube. Anyways, guys, the show I'm talking about is Dexter. You probably guys already know about the show. You've probably seen it, though. There is one person I know who wants to watch it, though she hasn't watched it yet. I've been telling her she should see it, and there's a reason why. I've only seen, there's 8 seasons, I've only seen seasons 1 through 4. I've seen a bit, I've only seen 2 episodes of 5, but, I don't know, for some reason I just turned it off. But seasons 1, 2, and 4 are the best. Now, what's Dexter about? You probably know about it. Dexter is a homicide detective for the Miami PD. And he does a lot of blood work, tries to figure out homicide detectives, seeing like the scenes. He's a really smart character. I mean, he's really very smart. But also, he also has an understanding of police procedures, and he's able to help hide his tracks whenever he goes out, like as a vigilante / serial killer. He kills people who he believes have escaped the cracks of the justice system. They have escaped even though they didn't deserve it, although they shouldn't have. I was seriously so blown when I first started watching the series. I only watched 1 episode of season 1, and it's a very long episode. I mean, these episodes go on for almost an entire hour. But there's so much you get out of this. One of my favorite things about this show is really how you get an understanding of Dexter. Even though you know he's an anti-hero, and he's probably my one of, if not my favorite anti-hero on TV. I'm still debating between him and Walter White on Breaking Bad, because they're both amazing anti-heroes. But what I like about it is it's so intriguing. Like, there's so much great gory intrigue. I mean, there's a lot of gore. It's very hard to sit through. Sometimes you're not used to seeing a lot of dead bodies, dismembered corpses, a lot of blood, and maybe heavy violence. They don't really show it, but they always express it in terms of the noises. But also they have this dark comic appeal to it. They always have this sense of dark comedy. That's why I love this show so much too, because dark comedy is one of my favorite genres of all time. Subgenres, really, because it's a subgenre of the comedy genre, which is one of my least favorite. Ironic, isn't it? But it's so funny. There's a lot of great laughs, especially from Dexter's narration. Like, Dexter always narrates a lot in the series. It's basically a thing that you get an understanding of the character, such as his fears, what he likes, something that he's able to understand. You get an understanding of him as a character, and he's intriguing to watch. There's a lot of good flashbacks in the series. You understand his character, like he was a very troubled person, and when you know about his past, it is so horrifying. It's terrifying. This is seriously one of the best horror shows I've ever seen on TV. Now, I don't watch a lot of horror shows. I don't really watch horror to begin with. I've been getting more into horror because I've seen, Nightmare on Elm Street, It Follows. I see a bit of the X-Files. That's pretty kind of scary, I guess. Oh, The Conjuring. Forgot about that. Not a lot of horror, but I'm getting more into it. I'm building up more on that. The Exorcist is on Netflix, and it's considered a classic. It's considered one of the best movies of the 70s, one of the best of all time. I'm going to be watching that soon. I'll make sure of that. Sorry, my nose is itchy. It's always itchy. Maybe it's allergies or something. But anyways, guys, Dexter is a horror show. It's also crime drama, dark comedy, and it's one of the best shows I've seen on TV. Sure, the quality kind of varies according to what I heard in the later seasons. Like, 3 was not very good. I found that more of a pass, but I seriously struggled to get through it because it was so boring to me. 5, I heard, was okay. 6, I heard, well, my sisters like it because they watched it. But I heard overall from critics and from some audiences that it's okay, it's not very good, it's one of the worst seasons. 7, I heard, was a good season, a much needed return to form. And 8 was just awful. It's one of the worst finales I've seen in recent memory. My family, a lot of my family, and I love my extended family, watches this show, and they have such a major obsession with it. They all hate the finale. So did DXFan619, a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to. He does reviews for
games and anime, and he's gonna do movies soon, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from there. What movies he'll review. Hopefully he'll do movies I fucking love, because he does this games I fucking hate, games I fucking love, anime I fucking hate, anime I fucking love. He's gonna do movies I fucking hate. Hopefully it'll be movies I fucking love. That's only if the movies I fucking hate thing gets around 50,000 views. I just hope so, because I really want people to watch this stuff, and I just want him to keep doing it because it looks awesome. Anyways, guys, back to Dexter. So you get with Dexter, you get an understanding of how he knows about the criminal justice system. He knows how to escape through the cracks of it. He's able to cover his tracks, and no one can suspect about it. And he also has this code. This code is it was developed by his foster father, Harry, who plays a major part in this. Who plays a major part because he was his guide, really, to just try and be able to act normal in the series, but also control himself. Like these urges he has to kill things, because he always has that because he was so traumatized in an early age involving a killing. I don't want to spoil any more of this, guys, but if you find out later, you'll find out later on if you ever start watching the series, and it'll just be horrifying to you. I swear to God, it will be. Combination of blood and the event that took place, and of course how young he was, is just undeniably just terrifying. There's no real jump scares, guys, because jump scares are not scary. They're lazy as hell. He has this code. You see, this is how he's supposed to kill people. See, he wants to get true evidence that this person committed a major sin, such as like killing somebody, selling drugs, well, doing anything that's it's not robbing or anything, like killing or not robbing really. Just something that he considers really serious. Anything that applies to the code. If you ever watch the series, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Michael C. Hall, who plays Dexter, is phenomenal. He is amazing as Dexter. He always has this dark comic appeal to him. He has this unique, cheeky charm to him that really makes him such an intriguing character. Even though he can be like a little awkward and can be a little weird, although to be honest, you kind of understand later on, and you may understand. And if you ever have cashed on what I'm talking about, you may understand. And it's really, you understand the character. I mean, he's a guy who's kind of weird, but he still tries to act normal in society. I mean, he has a girlfriend, and you'll find out how that goes later on. It's not like a bad or worse thing, It's just, up or down, hit or miss, or whatever the hell. And there's a lot of great cases that he works on, like homicide cases, such as serial killers. Serial killer who hunts serial killers? Yeah, it is. You may have heard that before. But seriously, there are some great cases in these seasons involving serial killers, and they're so intriguing to watch. These characters are intriguing on their own. There are times where and there are some fantastic ones. One of my favorites is the Trinity Killer. I know I'm spoiling this for you. This is like in season 4. He's portrayed by John Lithgow. And oh my god, this guy was so fucking terrifying. See, this guy can act normal. Just like Dexter. This guy can act normal in normal situations. But seriously, he's psychotic. He is fucked up as hell. He's fucked up beyond his sort of belief. And there's a lot of great characters. These are people who can act normal, yet also are so screwed up that they don't know that you can't believe that these are actually the people that, you were tricked into believing that they were just a normal person. It's really cool, though. I have to give credit to the actors and the writers, directors, and all that shit. Just such a lot of shit going on. It's very intriguing to see the guy's life and knowing the fact of all these cases. There's a lot of great, unique looks into the Dexter's backstory, also in the situations that take place, and a lot of these, and how he balances his life as a homicide detective and a serial killer, vigilante, basically. I mean, it's just amazing. It's so intriguing. I remember when I first started watching the first season more and more, I could not stop watching it. I always kept texting my sister, Casey, about it because she was a huge fan of the show. I started watching it more and more. I could not get enough of it. Season 2, same here. 3, it kind of died. But 4, once I got to 4, fuck yeah. So far my favorite in the series. It is amazing. I mean, oh my god. Not only with John Lithgow as Trinity being probably my favorite villain in all the series. Holy shit, he's amazing. Holy fuck. He's incredibly... It was just so intriguing. It just had a whole lot more of the gory intrigue, dark comedy, and horror that the series could ever deliver. It's a masterpiece of horror television. And yes, there's American Horror Story. I have not seen that yet. I've heard that's good, but I just haven't really gotten into it yet. There's also the X-Files. I recommend you guys see that too. I saw a few episodes of it, but I did like it. But for all the few episodes I saw, I really enjoyed the chemistry between David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. Also the unique cases involving conspiracies, and wondering the fact if the truth is ever really out there. It always delivered such great intrigue, and it felt so cinematic. That's what I like about these shows. They feel cinematic, not only in terms of cinematography, the editing, but also in terms of the scope of the story. And also the situations that take place. Also, the fact is, there's so much more that a cable series offers that a network television show doesn't really. Production values and all that shit. It's just a really good show. It's one of my favorite horror shows on TV, and I really recommend you guys see it. Now, I don't know about the later seasons. I might do a review on that later, like in the future, like months later, or maybe like a year later. Who the hell knows? But I gotta get back to that. But I want to finish Breaking Bad because, to be honest, there are less episodes in that, and I only have like I finished season 4, and then I have season 5, and I'll be done. I'll give a review on that in maybe the next few months. But I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's why I recommend why you should watch Dexter. Comment below. Have you seen Dexter? What do you think of it? What do you think of the finale? I obviously know you hate it, so maybe it's not worthy to comment about it. But also, watch the show, guys. And also subscribe to my channel for more videos.